Hello, swimmers and triathletes. Coach Karen here again. And we are into November. Congratulations for getting through the summer tri season. And my competitive swimmers are just getting into their high school season. So today we're going to speak with Sue Nortimo of Monarch Health Coaching and Hypnosis. Sue has been a tremendous help to me in the past. When I first started doing public speaking, she helped me get over the fear of standing up in front of everybody and talking to rooms, and even just talking on camera. So she's one of the big reasons why I can actually do this series. So Sue, tell me a little bit about what somebody can expect when they come for hypnosis.
Well, like what happened to you, we got you to get your butterflies to fly in formation.
That's true. That is very true.
People fall in love with that couch.
So when somebody comes to you, maybe they have a fear, or they have something that they have anxiety for, or even going one step further to not being able to face a situation. How can hypnosis help them with that?
Well, basically, hypnosis, of course, has been around for a couple thousand years. But with hypnosis, what you can do is you are able to teach the person to access their subconscious mind, because that's where all our habits, everything that we've learned from birth till right now is stored in our subconscious. And you have blockages that are in there, you've got bad habits, things that you may have heard that have affected you, that prevent you from moving. It's helping to get unstuck, basically. And it works almost every time. When someone's ready to make a change, they're going to do it. And I see this happening all the time with everything that you could possibly imagine. Phobias, smoking cessation, weight loss, and of course sports is huge. It's a huge industry, but it's kept fairly quiet because they don't want their competition to know they're using hypnosis.
That's true. And you guys know that I love bringing you in on these secrets and letting you know what professional athletes are using, what even some of the top pro or top amateur athletes are using to get that step forward, to get that leg up. And we all know that if we have something that we're afraid of, because just about everybody is afraid of something, that can really be paralyzing, and it can really impede what you're trying to accomplish if it's something that has to do with your goal. So for example, some of my swimmers that come to me have a really deep-seated fear of either water or drowning or swimming in general, and they don't know where it comes from. So how would you help somebody who just doesn't know where to start?
Well, first of all, I have the person come in and I give them a free evaluation because we want to be sure that it's a fit, okay? And in the interview, I can usually start to figure out where it's coming from, but they have to be the ones to realize that. I can ask some leading questions, but a lot of times they do know on a subconscious level. They know when it started. And you know what? You don't have to know when it started for this to work. Because basically, you're learning how to access your own subconscious mind where you can change that behavior. But it's something that you really want to do. And if you don't want to make the change, then of course it's not going to work. But this is about each person that comes in to see me is taught self-hypnosis. That is imperative, because I don't want to be seeing somebody for the rest of their life. And for you swimmers, I know what it's like. When I was growing up, and my very best girlfriend was a fabulous swimmer. She became a lifeguard, and her mother used to tease me unmercifully how I could never get my feet off the ground when I was in the water. And then she told me I would never be a swimmer. So I took that and I made that my truth for a long time until my little boy, who was a fabulous swimmer, and I had a swimming pool put in, and I knew that if I didn't do something, that would be it. He would be afraid of the water. So I took swimming lessons, and
Oh, good for you.
that took care of it. And I could actually swim in the pool. I was able to swim a mile. Don't ask me to do it right now. But, and that wasn't even using hypnosis. That was just, I was determined to make the change. And I was doing it for the sake of my child. And that is a form of getting in the zone and being so focused on what it is that you want for a goal. And so with hypnosis, that can help you meet your goals so much easier, quicker, and with consistency.
Definitely. And I like how you conquered that inward teaching that you had
Yeah.
absorbed through somebody else, and you took that and said, no longer, I'm going to get past this, and you learned how to overcome it. And do you apply that now in what you do?
I applied to everything in my entire life. And that's what's so great about all of this, because just because you might be using it for sports, it spills over into every aspect of your life. You can help change one thing, and before you know it, you're changing other things as a result.
Definitely.
Okay? There are thousands of professional athletes, okay, that are using hypnosis. And I've got a list here, like the NBA, NHL, some of these initials I don't even recognize. Oh, PGA, ATP, World Olympics team, they all use hypnosis, but you just don't hear about it, okay? And one swimmer in particular, Michael Phelps, he came from a horrific childhood, and he used self-hypnosis. I don't think that he was aware that he was using it, but it's been said that he is considered one of the most incredible geniuses of self-hypnosis. I mean, look at the awards that he won.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I found this story about Simon Luke, who was a hypnosis coach of Marco Koch. Do you remember him?
No.
Marco Koch. That's all right. He had incredible training for swimming, and he won all kinds of awards. He was from Germany. And this particular hypnotist, which is exactly what I would say, the hypnosis helps relieve blockages, bad beliefs, and distorted self-perceptions. And it's resolved by replacing them with positive thoughts and better behavior. In fact, I had a client that I worked with who came to me for, he was getting ready to turn 60, and he wanted to do the triathlon down on the Cape.
Mm-hmm.
First time. Now, he was good at the walking, at the running, and at the bicycling, but terrible at swimming. And he had a swimming coach, but things just weren't coming together. And that's what happens when you get it in your mind, well, what if I can't, the what ifs, if I can't do this, I'm not doing this right, I'm not doing that right. Well, if you've been listening to your coach and practicing, that information's going into your subconscious. So with hypnosis, you can access that information, okay? So what
You guys
did,
pay attention to that. If you're paying attention to your coach
Yeah.
and doing what they
Yeah.
ask you to do.
Absolutely.
I like that.
But
I didn't
you
even
don't-
pay her to do that.
but you can get caught up in the what ifs from way back,
Yes.
you know? And so this gentleman, what I did is I had him come up with an entire schedule for the whole day of the race. And he came back and he had it all organized from 7 o'clock in the morning to whenever it was going to finish. Every single piece of the race and what he wanted to accomplish with each piece. I got him into hypnosis. I read his whole plan back to him. And I did it twice. And he came in second in his division.
That's awesome.
So,
Good for
He-
him.
he
He
got
must have been
passed.
really proud.
yeah.
Yeah.
So you just, I mean, I've worked with people with golf. 2 different fellows, they won their tournament.
That's
Okay.
excellent.
And this story, this shows you how the mind works. There was I can't remember his name now, but he was a colonel Air Force fighter pilot in Vietnam, and he got shot down over Vietnam and taken prisoner of war. And this fellow was an incredible golfer. He golfed in California from where he lived. He had a favorite golf course over there. So he got taken prisoner and put in a hole for 7 years. He was in this hole, and he had injuries to his legs. He started doing self-hypnosis, guided imagery, whatever you want to call it. Thousands and thousands of times he did this over the years, where he had put himself right back out in the golf course. Every blade of grass he went over from the first tee to the 18th hole, and he did it over and over again. He finally got released, and the first thing he did when he went home, still using crutches, signed up for a golf tournament at his favorite golf course. Hadn't physically played golf in 7 years. And I think he came in like second or third, and they said, boy, they couldn't believe it. This must be the best game you've done in all these years. He says, no, the best game I ever did was when I was in the hole. So
Definitely.
it works. There's
Yeah.
just no question. And when you see these teams, you know, some of the people like Wayne Gretzky, Dorothy Hamill, Greg Louganis, Tiger Woods, Nancy Kerrigan, Billie Jean King, Ken Norton, Mary Lou Retton, Andre Agassi, Kobe Bryant, the Pittsburgh Steelers, and so many, many more have all been using the self-hypnosis.
Yes. And you guys have heard me talk about visualization, especially when we get to open water season. And you competitive swimmers, we talk about visualizing what you want your race to be. Instead of concentrating on what could go wrong, we concentrate on what you want to happen. But when that visualization just, you know, your mind is interrupting your visualization and giving you that doubt, that's where, you know, going the extra step and going to the hypnosis can really help you, because the hypnosis helps you get into your mind and into your subconscious and really convince yourself that the picture that you want to happen can actually happen. So that's where I would definitely encourage all of you guys to go that one step further. If you've tried it and it hasn't worked, or you just feel like you've got that nagging feeling of, oh, it can't work or whatnot, you know, just give it a try. Sue can give you a free introductory consultation, and if you decide it's not for you, then that's fine. It's not for everybody, but I can tell you that when I came and I had my session, the first time I got up on that stage and I actually talked to people, it was just like we're sitting here talking now. And I'm talking to thousands of people in the audience. And I was able to remind myself that I'm the expert. I'm the one who's talking about that. In your race, you are your expert. You're the one who knows who you are, what you can do, what your body can do. Most times. Sometimes we underestimate ourselves, but most times you know what you're capable of and what you want that race to be. And that's what I want you guys to concentrate on.
And that's what comes into that, is you being able to meditate, get into that relaxed state in the zone, and start visualizing or imagining yourself already actually doing the race, or whatever it is, if you're doing competition, or if it's just getting into the pool and doing the strokes exactly the way you want.
Yes.
As if you're already there, and you just repeat that over and over and over again. So you're already doing it, even though you're not physically doing it. And then when you actually physically start to do it, it comes together like that.
Yes.
It's incredible.
And then you combine that with what we talked about last month, where we want to practice the way that we want to race. If you combine those two, you're going to have an awesome race. Because if you're already practicing the way that you want to race, and you're visualizing and able to put yourself in that zone and imagining yourself actually doing that race the way that you want to do it, once your body gets into that situation, it's already going to be familiar. It's already going to be knowing what you want it to do. So your brain doesn't even have to do anything. Your body's just going to know what you want to do, and you're just going to have fun with it, which is the most important part. if we can't have fun, then why are we doing it?
Now, as far as the person's abilities, now obviously, say I'm working with somebody that wants to learn how to ski so badly. Well, I'm certainly not going to take them in their mind going down an expert trail if they've never been on skis before. You have to use your common sense here, okay? If somebody has a severe phobia of the water, I'm not going to start off with them winning a competition. It doesn't make sense. In fact, as we speak, something I just thought of that might be interesting is if somebody has the fear of water and they come to you, if they're interested, I could be there before they get into the pool, okay, and do a hypnosis session with them.
Oh,
And then see what happens. I just thought of it now.
that would be fun.
Because I know there are hypnotists that will go out on the golf course, okay, and work right alongside the person that's playing golf. Don't ask me to get in the water. I won't.
I will. I'll be right there with you.
But it's excellent at relieving your anxiety and stress, okay? And this spills over into all of your life, not just the sports, okay? And it's really important to be relaxed, to be able to relax yourself more quickly, because then you're able to access your subconscious mind, and that's where all change happens.
Very good. All right. So, one question that I always ask people, and I will ask you also, is what is your pride about your business?
The fact that I love every minute of it, and that when I see the results happen, I'm always surprised, and I hope I never lose that ability to be surprised. Because people, when they're through, they're laughing, they're happy, and they've made a significant change. That I just absolutely love.
Yeah, we're together on that. I agree with that. That's a good day when you can have somebody leaving with a smile on their face.
I know.
Yes.
Definitely.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much.
Oh,
Sue.
Caroline, thank you so much for doing this for me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, you're welcome.
And good luck to all you swimmers out there.
And how would somebody contact you if they want to get in touch with you?
Well, I guess the best thing is call me on my phone, 603-882-4944, or my email, sue@monarchhealthcoaching.com.
Excellent. Thank you so much,
Okay.
Sue.
Thank you.
All right, guys, have a great month. And this is the month of being thankful. So I want to let you guys know that I am so thankful that you have invited me into your life, either to learn to swim or to improve your swim. I, every day, think of each of you and hope that things are going well for you. So I will see you again in December, if not sooner, in the pool. Have a great month.